Another day, another video, and today we're entering the world of anime reviews. And helping us to pop that cherry is Gleipnir. That's right, today we'll be reviewing the holy grail of furry everywhere. But before we start, why not be a Chad and subscribe, turn on the notifications, and do all of those other shenanigans right now, because let's be honest, we all know you're totally going to forget to do it later. To keep it simple, this review is divided into 4 parts: story, characters, art style, and finally, the opening and ending. Yeah, not all of us skip them, you know. Now, the MC who'll walk us through the furry path is Kaguya Shuichi. But before we start, we need to say this show had one of the most impressive starts in this season, and I really liked how the director started the episode with the glitch screen, the POV camera view, and the mystery aspect, basically the whole thing. It was the best solid 5 minutes of kickoff without a doubt, and the only show I can remember with a good kickoff like that in recent memory is Interspecies Reviewers. I mean, they started the show off with oppai, elves, monster girls, excuse me, anyway, I'm going to stop right there. I don't want to get demonetized before I even get monetized. Anyway, back to the story. Shuichi is your everyday male average high school student, but sometimes he turns into a monster, aka a furry yup. Yes, I'm going to milk that joke to the fullest. Bear with me. Shuichi doesn't know how or why he got his abilities, only that he'd prefer no one to know about them. One night he finds a building ablaze with a girl trapped inside, so deciding to save her, he transforms and carries her to safety after destroying a wall, which, by the way, I really didn't understand. I paused that episode for 5 minutes and thought about any ulterior motives, advantage and disadvantages. I used science, physics, and auto mechanics to understand why, for hell's sake, he didn't use the perfectly usable door he entered with, and the only conclusion I came up with, he probably just wanted to flex. After saving the damsel in distress, our boy almost succumbs to his animal form instinct and ravish the sleeping beauty, which he sadly doesn't. But hey, come on, don't judge. After that kind of build-up, you too would want to see something going down. But unfortunately, the only thing that went down was his phone. He dropped it by accident. Using his phone apparently the next day, the girl he saved, Claire Aoki, finds him and confronts him about his monster identity. She even goes so far as to push him off the school roof to prove her theory. I'm not gonna lie, I'm currently at episode 1 while writing this, and so far this hot base seems unstable and crazy as hell. Not waifu material, but that's just my opinion. I mean, surely someone out there likes that kind of girl, which proves my theory. For every crazy chick, there's always a creep. Anyway, after kicking him desperate to save himself, Shuichi transforms and Claire snaps a picture in order to blackmail him into telling her everything he knows about monsters. See there, girls and boys? That is a classic hen scenario. For those of you still pure and don't know what I'm talking about, blackmail in off-brand anime is basically shonen genre for anime. As it turns out, Claire has a secret of her own. She's been searching for her sister, who also became a monster. She enlists Shuichi's help to track her down. Their only lead is an amusement park coin, which, as you guessed it, isn't worth the rat's ass in real life. But apparently, there are other monsters called gatherers who value this coin and fight over them. These coins can only work on a specific vending machine, which a hippie lives in. Sorry, am I reading that right? It can't be a hippie living in a vending machine. I mean, come on. Oh, okay. Love you too. As I was saying, these coins are an important part of the story. They're like a prize that drives the monsters and our adorable underage couple to fight. Now, as we get to the characters, it's worth mentioning I finished the show. We still have 3 episodes left, but I believe I can give a somewhat accurate, superficial character analysis. The main character, Shuichi, started as a normie. He didn't like to stand out. He likes to stay in the comfortable position in the middle. However, as time and episodes pass, one by one, you can see him grow fast from a timid puppy to a reliable furry lord, which is evident by the 3rd episode because, holy hell, the pace for this anime is faster than the pace of a math class. If you don't pay attention every minute, you'll find yourself lost with problems you didn't even know existed. But jokes aside, I really like how the creator told us that our boy was suffering from depression and emptiness by bluntly pointing out that he's literally empty from the inside in his furry form, which in turn helped the development of the main babe Claire. She sure came across as a sadistic B-word at first, but after entering Shuichi's furry form, all that starts to change, because when the show started, it was apparent to me that Claire suffers from anxiety, abandonment, and trust issues. But when she becomes one with her furry hubby, they complete each other, removing or at least decreasing the weak and negative spots in their souls and mind. I guess 2 negatives make a positive. Look at me with the maths puns, I'm killing it. Moving on to the art style and animation. At some point the show reminded me of Bungo Stray Dogs, with the MC monster form having a similar design to Tiger Boy's design, and the fact that they both can transform to powerful furry fortified my feelings. However, unlike Bungo Stray Dogs, the action scenes felt a little off at times and a bit sluggish, but don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed the fight scenes very much. Although Bungo Stray Dogs fights are better, Gleipnir has something Stray Dogs doesn't have, and that is the exquisite fan service. I've got to give it to Studio Jam. If they ever decided to make the switch to off-brand anime, I'm 100% for it. I mean, the girl sliding into the suit is basically the same when the Dende slides into the red wagon, but here it's the girl doing it with her whole body. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not into that kind of kinky stuff. I haven't evolved to that point just yet, but hearing those moist sound effects, bruh, what I'm trying to say is, I pretty much enjoyed the artwork. And we finally arrive at the open ed. The opening naturally was all hype, while the ending was all about the chills and feels. I like the use of black as it's the dominant colour obviously. Other than that, the opening's nothing special really, while the ending was pretty good artistically. I definitely liked it more than the opening to be honest, but hey, what do I know? I usually skip them. And that's about it. I believe we made some good points here, and I do believe we made you laugh too. If I'm right, then please show us with the likes and comment with your favourite thing and least favourite thing about this video in the comment section below. Also, of course, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notifications, share with your friends, and to wash your hands, okay? There's no need to play a part in spreading trash anime taste. Until next time, stay tuned.